All Mother Sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those great obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering safely. I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. All Mother Sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those great obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May the experience happiness, be separate from suffering and safely. I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dalla dangwara zebe ta nubara zebe ge tarba dang dam jen jembe barde jubara zeba dam je je zo zebe mananga dan yambe zem jen dam je dewa dan de dongara dang dra nyorde lana meba yandab zobe zanjo rumbo je dobar sa. Thus, under achieving enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Under death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now under this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sangha. We take refuge in all the noble Dhakas, Dakinis, and the Dharma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas invested in enlightened mind and progress on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and apply myself to accomplish the stage of the path. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all Mother Sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the sacred happiness, separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathangatas in the 10 directions. Those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at present, and those Tathagata state to come. Through the power of Samdup prayers, may all the Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I post to them, multiply in my body as many times as there are atoms of the earth. In each atom I visualize as Buddhas as their atoms, surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus all space is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the great ocean of the excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of arrows, pure flowers, flower garlands, of music, anointing oils, manifesting light and fragrant incense. I make offering to them of fine garments, and perfume and purple, pour the highest moon meru, and arrange the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and the most extensive offerings, and offer them with great faith to all Buddhas. I prostrate to the Buddhas and make offering to them following the deeds of the great Bodhisattva and the Samandabhada. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 directions of the great Bodhisattvas and the Pakika Buddhas. Those who have attained Aharaship, those who have entered the path of Aharaship, and all other beings. I request to all great protectors and the Buddhas to turn the highest way of Dharma, as like dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions, leading them gradually to the enlightened states. I supplicate those Buddhas intending passing into Parinirvana to living long for as many eons as they are atoms of the earth, in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through postrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewed with flowers. It is adorned with meadow, the spring mountain, the four continents, and the sun and the moon. As Buddha fair offer it, may all sentient beings attain the happiness as Buddha fares. To the lamas who possess the three kayas, I offer altar in the sacred offerings with my body, word, and all that is visible. Please grant me the supreme realization and enlightenment. Om Guru Rena Mandala Banza Manga Samandra Savarena Samaye Ahom. Equal refuge, honoring of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are the victor Vajradhara without drought. I bow at the feet of Father Jigten Songong. Continue laughing with no one but you. Compassionate one grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize and liberate nature of the mind. Please turn the way of the Dharma of the true vehicles and the combination according to disposition and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of the clouds of two worlds, and the perceived various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has a compassion for all beings who are suffering from the darkness of ignorance in the presence of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thundercloud, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and the losing of charm of karma through the 60 branch of Haramani speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cast settle of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, magician, adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade. Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade, Om Arapasanade. Om Arapasanade, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram. Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram. Om Wangeshoram, you who are the perfect youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses and dispels the darkness of worldly ignorance, are positive before you and praised to Manjashiri. Yune Galen Jangwa Boyi Shidome Radembar Jayden Dumong Menzar Wan Jambar Yang La Zanzar Do Tamge Doje Yaje Rezan Rang Yenja Mado Deje Bonjong Ba Zerje Lambo Davar Jibega Yaje Yarbe Yala Guzanzar Dorjen Janjen Delo Naro Damar Ba Malai Chije Gambo Ba Pomo Juba Yarwain Digong Kaje Lama Nalain Juba Bero Men Jije Yenje Bodang Ne Dizong Sanje Genje Ngoy Razem Jiga Ngongzong Dongze Be Zabe Lame Shabla Guzanzar. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. So today we go to little different ways, and if you have any questions about meditation, so we talk about today meditation topic, and then also we meditate together. If you have a question, it's great. So we only talk about meditation practice. So we stick that topic, okay? Thank you. Okay, Emma. And also in the Chinese zone, please, and know the question. So first, okay, Emma. You are mute. Please unmute, Emma. Debbie or Madeline? Okay, walking.
Yeah, I'm working on
it. Thank you, great master. Sorry, I could not unmute. Great master, the question is about the position of the meditation for girls and boys. I heard it's a difference. For girls, you have to put your left foot ahead and your left hand in top of the right for the girls. Would you explain that position? If it's any difference between boys and girls setting meditation? Tojiche.
Thank you very much. I think that's the individual, you know. So the important is which ways you are more used to and comfortable. So that's I think very important. So we don't have in the instruction specifically girls both like post stations. The important is like individual, you know, which is like more easy and comfortable for you. So that's the important. Thank you. Debbie, please.
Good morning, Khenpo Rinpoche. I have a question about generation stage practice. Right at the beginning of generating a visualization, we're supposed to be generating a protective palace. But usually the sadhanas don't have a lot of detail about how to do that. And there's more detail about the deity's body and the lotus and the mala. But do you have any advice for us? It seems so important right at the beginning to do that properly, and I feel like I'm not.
Okay. So you're right. In the sadhana, they don't have much about visualization about mandala palace. So we have the mandala palace like many. I mean the draw painting tankas. So about mandala, and then if you go to explain about that, it's like really long, not that easy. So that's why we use the mandala is create a mandala. So this time same mandala they're creating, right? And many very popular in the Western country. And in Tibet there has usually painting tankas like many, even in the monastery inside the temple in the wall have paintings, or sometimes create like physically object in the some temples. So that's the mandala. Also the temple design is called mandala. So you just look to and a very beautiful temple design, and then that is a palace. That is mandala. So bring that in the mind. I think that helps. Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo Rinpoche. So I will be envisioning Gardroma.
Okay. Gardroma design is not that perfect. So the building is not really designed about the mandala. So you have to visualize something different. But then just mentally, think, and in that you are in your home is become that is a mandala. So you don't have to go more specific structures one by one. Otherwise, it's really complicated and get more distractions.
Thank you,
Just
Khenpo Rinpoche.
think and relax. And where I am, the house that is a palace. That's it. I think that's a good way to enough.
Thank you. For me, when you're at Gardroma, it is perfect.
Okay. Roberta, please.
Hello, Khenpo. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. My question is about doing visualization. How am I supposed to see? I mean, should I be seeing an actual image? if I try to imagine, for instance, an apple, I can't see an apple. I can't visualize any detail of anything at all. I know I'm imagining an apple, but I don't actually physically see it. Do other people physically, visually see an image when they're visualizing? Or is it more of a feeling that I need to create rather than a
Yes,
seeing vision?
so that's right. The feeling, creating the, image. That's more important than the eye seeing the object. So
Okay.
visualize this must be, we have to close eye and the mind, seeing, not this eyeball seeing.
Yeah.
Thank
I,
you.
I think that's the problem. I think I'm going to see a little film,
Yeah, so,
but
like,
it's
important is we always need something support first, object, physically object, and then, this time we can have so many different, object we can find support, and then you use that in the, then close eye and the main mind connecting, and then you feel that is in there. Feeling connection is more important.
okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
The next one, hard to read your name. Kino here.
I think it's Erica, right? You're muted, Erica. There. You need to hit unmute. Eric, we can't hear you at all.
I wonder if her sound isn't working, Marilyn. She's unmuted now.
You're saying forget it? Okay.
You know what, Eric? If you go out, wait a second, go out and come back in, and your sound may work then. Make sure your Zoom is updated too.
Okay, Liz, then next one.
I have problems over here. Every time when I'm meditating, I'm trying to, as what you taught us, I try to look into my heart center, and then I cannot close my eyes. If I close my eyes, then I would doze off to sleep. So I always open my eyes, and then over there I could just I could stay there, and then sometimes I seem to be like blank. There, nothing comes, nothing goes, and sometimes it's just like after several minutes I start to suspect, is this correct or this is wrong? And also at times when we look down, and then things could go blurry, like my eyesight goes blurry, and then I don't know what happened. So that's why I always suspect what happens to me.
I like to my eyes glory or something, like then, or the object is become oneness, not fixation to anyone. So that fears me is become mind is relaxed, not picking any specific object. So I don't see specific any object, glory or something, what you mentioned. So that is not bad, that's good, I think. And then other question I didn't understand clearly, but I heard you say you focus on the heart, right?
Yes.
You meditate. So that's also okay. You focus the heart means like just you that could be looking to your mind. And when we meditate, mind is you can find located in the heart center, and then that means like your mind is relaxing, not going all over the place. So sharing this, I think many times we looks like we have two minds. Is one is called brain here, this level, office, and one is in the heart center, is our look like our own bedroom. So this office is always like thinking, going everywhere. So then this office, like, in our brain mind, looking into your heart center, and then these two is become joining together, inseparable, then you can resting. So that's the, then we are meditating. Yeah, so that's I think maybe you're looking your heart center means like you're in this brain busy mind, looking into your own nature, and then resting together. If you're doing that, then it's correct. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So it means that if I don't feel anything, I don't find anything, nothing comes, nothing goes, then that is correct. Is that
That's
what you
correct.
mean?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then another question is, so far, I have followed your classes on Dec.10 and also the Mahamudra. Until now, I still cannot figure out the difference between these two. Because it seems to me like when I summarize
That's right.
everything, it's just
You
like
cannot.
we just look into the heart. I mean, the heart center, look into the mind. Is that it, or am I wrong?
Not wrong. That's good. You don't find something different like Zoki and Mahamudra, then you're doing correct. If you find something different, then incorrect.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Thank you very much, Kimberla. All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Now next, Erika, can you unmute?
I think so. How about that now? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I wanted to ask about Dzogchen and Mahamudra. Like I got a lot of experience with Dzogchen teachers and teachings, but like right now those teachers they died. So I can't get that. And so there's like your teachings and Lama Garchen, which of course he's Dzogchen as well. But I just wanted to ask you, how about Dzogchen and Mahamudra? Do the blessings and the pointing out we get from Dzogchen teachers, is that the same? Is that applicable to Mahamudra meditation as well?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, and people talk about that, but I wanted to hear what you had to say about that.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, I say yes.
good. No, that's fine. Thank you.
So Zoki Mahamudra is explaining about the difference is very hard. It's
Yeah,
only
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
lineage is different, but come
yeah.
into the mean is like we cannot make difference. If we can make difference, then it's not really right. Must be.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, next.
No questions in the chat, and I don't know if Sheriff has. I'll pop in there and see. Sarah, do you have any questions for Khenpo? And could you,
Oh yes,
I'm gonna turn translation
Kimberla,
off so Khenpo can hear you, okay?
Kimberla,
Um,
I have another question.
English.
You mentioned that if I don't see anything, nothing comes, nothing
我
goes, I
看
just
什
stay
么都
over
看不
there.
到，没
Okay,
什么来，
It
没什
means
么
that
去，
it means that it is correct.
是
But then it means that whenever I
是
I do the meditation, I just stay like that all the time. Well, my time is not that long. Sometimes I feel that my legs hurt, and then
说等
I'm
下再翻
aware
啊。
of the things happening around me. and then I get distracted easily too, by the sounds surround. I mean, the things or the people around me. So this is what I always makes me suspect of myself, whether I doubt whether I'm doing it right or wrong. I mean, I'm really confused. When I stayed there and then I felt comfortable, but then I got distracted very easily. Say, there is some sound, and then because of the sound, and then my heart, my mind goes far away. Oh, sometimes, and because of that, I'm distracted by what I have to do on that day. And then after realizing, I come back to, focusing on my heart center again.
Yeah,
So is this
that's
what I'm supposed to do?
Can you listen? This is the our everyone meditator has same, you know. And when we meditate, sometimes fear is like very comfortable and no coming, no going, be in the nature space states, peaceful, but sometimes get distractions. So, and we have to create more our own habituate and used to that. When you get distracted, that time mind is not ready to in the subtle and calm. So when you are in the state in the no coming, no going, and a very peaceful place, then this auto level songs, seeing forms, no distracting. So we have to enter that. We have to put effort and be enter that. We have to, get experience that. So that's very important. Okay, so we have this separate meditation states, and post meditation is a separate, not same. Very high level meditations, then post meditation states is become one. We have this separate. When we are in the meditation states, it can be feel peaceful, good. But then out of that, it's become same as other ordinary, you know. And that means like we are very far away from this post meditation and meditation states. That means we have to put more effort. We have to create a more habituate. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Khenpo. Thank you.
Next, GM. GM is
莫亲好，
好，
老师回来了吗？
好，有
Translation for you, Sherab.
仁波切在那个教授大手营里面，就是要平时要就是多次，每天多次，但是每一次短时间的这个禅修，这样子多次短时间的禅修，这样最多是为了达到一个怎样的一个效果呢？一个目的。
Khenpo, you always ask her to do meditation in a short time, but do it more frequently. So what is the purpose of doing this?
So that helps, we not wasting time. Like the point is if beginner meditator cannot stay too long, because when you meditate easily then thoughts arising. So if you have a thoughts, if we don't recognize, then then minds follow the thoughts long way, then cultivating thoughts. So then also of course the thoughts bring the emotions, we recognize that. So that's why you wanted to stop the thoughts. If you make some short break, that's also okay for the good for the beginners, but not for the good meditators. If you have good meditating, like you can rest and stay longer, and then short also distraction too. So all the meditation instruction is dependent individual guide.
上师的回答就是说呢，一般看个人而言呢，主要这是为初学者而设定的，因为初学者禅定的功夫比较薄弱， 那么呢，很多妄念会升起。那如果妄念升起，禅定功夫又不强的话，妄念升起，我们跟着跑的话，那妄念升起，情绪又跟着来，那我们是没完没了的跟着情绪跟妄念跑。那这样的我们花很多时间在修行我们的妄念，而不是修行我们的这个禅定的功夫。所以为了要避免这样浪费时间的情况出现，所以建议大家修的时间没做修的少，可是次数要多。当然，如果你修行稳定了到某一种的禅定功夫之后，那你可以做得更久一点啊。所以这个共通的原则是比较适合初学者而言的，是为了让他们先培养一定的禅定的功夫，这是他的目的。
那么我想再问一下，那怎样达到甚深的禅定的境界？那甚深禅定的境界又是怎样的呢？
How to go into deep samadhi or deep meditation then, Khenpo? And what do you mean by deep focus and profound meditation state?
We have to go, I think, stages, like first using the support, and then, like we said, Vipassana meditation go first, and then go into Vipassana, resting, and then you can go stay in that longer. You stay longer, and then you can go more deeper. So it's good. Meditators can stay longer, long as you stay longer, and then you can go more deeper, I think.
我们这里回答就是说，这看一个阶段一个阶段一个次第慢慢来了。首先修什么它止，有所依的止，然后到修无所依的止，然后修成功就进入毗婆舍那观内观。那么呢，这个时候内观的时候，你做的久一点的话，你的禅定的功夫就会越久越深入。那就是这样子，多修持多串习啊，时间久的话，这个禅定的功夫就越来越加的深入。
好的，感恩仁波切，感恩医师，
谢谢。
B.
Hi, thank you, Rinpoche, for taking questions. One of the instruction for seeing the emptiness of mind is that you look and then you see that there's no color, no shape, no location. However, if we see that something has no color, no shape, no location, is it not that I'm just seeing that mind is not physical? That is not to say that mind is empty. The emptiness of mind and the mind not being physical are two different things. I know how to arrive at emptiness of mind through Madhyamaka analysis, but I do not know how to look and see emptiness of mind.
I see. So, yeah, that's intellectually, when we practicing intellectually Mayamika, what you say is right, because we don't see mind has, shape and the colors or this kind no exist. So then we're not seeing anything, so we have to be in that state. Relax and mind be in that state. If you still cultivating, looking to mind, wanted to see something, then mind is nothing to no exist. That's why we cannot see. And you already being study Mayamika and already intellectually, we can find mind exist, and then we meditate. When we meditate, and then be in that state, no need to find anything. No found is we found. If something you seeing, finding something, then that is incorrect.
If I look into space, there's nothing there. But that is not to say that I find emptiness. So in the Madhyamaka analysis, they say what you don't find is a kind of independent inherent existence. That is what we are not finding. But in this tradition, when we are just looking, I'm not sure what it is that I'm not finding. I mean, I look in the room and I say there's no tiger. Well, I have to know what the tiger look like for me to look in a room and say there's no tiger in the room. So in this case, what am I looking to find and not finding?
Okay, so this intellectual meditation and resting mind meditation have to bring together, cannot be go to separate. So intellectual is a stage we investigating, like we cannot find anything truly inherently exist. Everything's interdependent, but investigating, nothing is in there inherently exist. And then when we meditate, so looking to our own mind, the mind also, like you already mentioned, no form, no color, no shapes, and that is emptiness. And then resting in that, resting in
Doesn't
that, then don't have to, like focus like, oh, this, the something is gone, no exist. Just mind resting there, and then all is naturally emptiness. So we don't need to find anything, right? It's like just look to the space. Space is empty, but it's present. Same, we look to our own mind, and we cannot find anything physically inherently exist, but all is same as space, but is awareness with present. So then be in that state is called meditating, right?
Well, I guess what I'm not understanding is that when I see that the mind has no color of shape, in my understanding, it's just me understanding the mind is not physical, it's not a physical matter. So in my understanding, that is not emptiness of mind.
So
So if
that is, yes, that is called emptiness because we cannot find in the physical anything exist.
okay, all right, okay,
That no finding physical anything is emptiness, but that is no nothingness because it's present.
ah,
It's you meditate, you see your clearly. It's clarity. Clarity, it is emptiness. Emptiness is clarity. So that's the Mahamudra instruction.
okay. Thank you, Rinpoche.
And this slightly different, I mean, someone study Mayamika and we investigate all these phenomena we really recognize is truly inherently no exist. So that is a proving emptiness. The physical everything is emptiness. All phenomena is emptiness. Intellectually, using the analytical logic, and we recognize all these phenomena as emptiness. But then when we meditate, your mind resting in the natural states, all these phenomena is naturally emptiness because mind is no fixation to any object. Then all these objects even there, but it's called, your mind is long as no fixation to any object, resting on states, is emptiness core.
Okay, thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you. So we get this, I think, two different ways experience. Another is, of course, like intellectually, you study Mayamika, then we get certainty or this phenomena as emptiness. Like the thousand Buddhas come to say all these phenomena truly exist. You don't lose your confidence. So that we get certainty ourselves. The many this philosophy master says, even Buddha come to in front to say this phenomena is true exist. I'm not dropped. So we get confident ourselves. Study Mayamika, recognize this all phenomena truly no exist. It's emptiness. That's we get confident ourselves. Then second, Mayamika, Mahamudra, this meditator idea is when we meditate, mind resting in the nature, and all this phenomena is is there, but mind as long as no any specific fixation or distraction, anything like no fixation to this phenomena, mind resting in the natural states, then this phenomena is naturally emptiness.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
So when we meditate, I think most important is mind cannot fixation to any object. they all this object or phenomena is naturally release itself, called liberate itself. Appearance liberate itself means mind is resting our own nature, our mind not picking up any specific object, fixation to anything. They all this appearance is naturally release itself, naturally liberate itself. So that's the first Pema Sambhava statement, and instruction. When we meditate, we cannot fixation to any object. And that's also Telopa instruction to Naropa. Most important is what he says in Tibetan, Per Nave Menchen Shimpenchen. Shimpa Chucheng Naropa. So means he says Per means my son. Okay. Nave Menchen Shimpenchen means no problem with appearance. Problem is fixation, to the appearance. Fixation to the appearance, we are bind, stuck there. That's why Telopa, they said Naropa, release your fixation to the appearance. Okay, long as you release your fixation to the appearance, then we are liberate. So that's the instruction.
So when you say the phenomena self-liberate, it means we are not fixated on the appearance of that phenomena.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
That is only we get experience when we meditate. It's our mind is really resting in the nature, then all these objects there, your mind is no fixation. If you're hearing the songs, you no follow the minds, no follow the songs. And the song is there, but the song is emptiness. That means like your mind is no follow the sound. And you're seeing all the forms, but your mind is no fixation on any object. That means all the form is emptiness. And that experience, when we in the nature states, you stay longer, meditate, you get the experience. When we get distraction, means not that in the nature states. Even you maybe get into the nature, but off right moment, because when you hear the song, your mind follow that. That means we are fixation to the song. And when we see the song, the form, appearance, mind follow that, and then naturally, distracting. So that means mind is not in the natural states. So the important is when we meditate in the more natural states, the hearing songs no problem, seeing forms no problem. So that means like no fixation. And then we liberating hearing song, we liberating seeing forms. And when thoughts arise, recognize the thoughts, and just be in the nature mind. Thoughts is naturally release itself. So then that is Mahamudra. That is a goal of Mayamika too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rinpoche.
Okay, next question. Looks like Pema Sambhava's question.
Hello, Khenpo. I'm Julius. Thank you. I got a question about how do you meditate on the Nirmanakaya? Because we have to visually look at the Sakyamuni Buddha, but we have to do this kind of meditation. Sometimes I get lost. What is the proper way to meditate on that?
Proper way meditate, you mean the Dharmakaya?
Nirmanakaya.
Meditate in Nirmanakaya?
Yes.
Oh. So, which way Nirmanakaya? There's so many instructions. Like I also get confused.
This is the
Outer level Nirmanakaya. Okay, outer level Nirmanakaya or inner level Nirmanakaya or secret level Nirmanakaya.
I think it will be. Will be more towards the middle and the secret way.
I say like outer level Nirmanakaya is you look to the Guru's form,
Yeah.
And visualize that is, I think, ultra level Nirmanakaya form. And you inner level Nirmanakaya form, you visualize the Yadam deity, and then that is inner level Nirmanakaya form. Secret level Nirmanakaya, I think your seeing your mind is clear emptiness inseparable. So then that's this Nirmanakaya form.
The same.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, just
So
yeah, we
sometimes
were just
like, we
instructing
do
people.
auto level Nirmanakaya form. We visualize the guru, thinking about the guru, you know, like some fear, devotion connections, and fear receiving blessing. That's also ultra level Nirmanakaya form. So we have to see the person physically and receive instruction, teaching, and then visualize that through our devotion, and then feel happy, joy, devotion, feel blessed, and that Nirmanakaya form visualization meditation practice. Then Sambhonakaya, or this Yadam deity generation stage, is Sambhonakaya, I mean the inner level Nirmanakaya form. Inner level is Sambhonakaya. So sacred level is then nature mind. It's Dharmakaya is sacred level Nirmanakaya, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So next, Sandy, please.
Good morning. I was wondering if you have some practical suggestions for breaking down the apparent separation of inner and outer.
Can you say again, Sandy?
Okay. I'm wondering if there are meditation practices you could suggest to help unify inner and outer.
Oh, I think it's Mahamudra, unify. Outer, inner, sacred is bring into oneness, inseparable. So that's why it's when you meditate, looking into own nature, Rigpa. Rigpa is empty, is called Dharmakaya, is sacred level. And Rigpa is nature, mind is empty, clarity is called Sambhonakaya, another level, inner level. And then, you know, it is inseparable, you know, empty, clarity, present awareness, all is inseparable within oneness. It's called Nirmanakaya. So that's bring the oneness together. Only we can bring oneness together is in that within that state. So other stage or is a conceptual level still cannot bring everything to oneness. In the conceptual states, it's like we have stages, different levels. Go into that nature Rigpa states, then it's become everything's oneness, inseparable. So in the conceptual level, we have all these different Buddhas, different forms, different practice, different teachings. But then come up to in the nature states, it's become oneness. All these Buddhas within one. And all these teachings become one. All the practice become oneness. So I think only that Mahamudra can bring oneness. That's your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So next, Emma, please.
Thank you, great master. The question is, I feel and see my Buddha nature is in jail.
That's correct. Our Buddha nature is in the jail.
And it makes me very sad because I feel it's right here in front of me, a jewel. I have something, it's there. And I cannot reach it again to, like, I see 1 second in 53 years, I am the Buddha. I feel it, but I cannot find it again. So I feel like I'm in jail and I can't get out. That feeling. So I don't know how to cope with that feeling to set myself free. And if I rest, is that the way out of this jail? I could find that 1 second nothingness, that Buddha. Like I'm looking for Buddha. I feel like he's right here, but then he's not here. So that's my question. How do I back to that? Because I never can come back to that. And it's very painful. Dojiche.
You're looking for Buddha, and then nothing to look. So that's important. Have to know. And you can find anytime your nature Buddha, but sometimes you don't fear that because it's still fixation, expectation. I want some bliss, special, like something opening up. So that is a fixation. That's why that fixation is become like that. The expectation. The expectation is become obstacle. And then I want to see Buddha. So that's also expectation. See, and you're seeing Buddha when you don't have fixation and self-grasping. When you're thinking about the Tara and the Guru, in that moment you feel it's in connect to that. You are already in part of the not you, we are part of the Yadam deity, Guru, and we are in that moment enlightened states because no fixation, no grasping, and no selfish, but some another level we want to have something different, like special experience, and then that create obstacle. And so nature is of course always there, but that nature is not something physically inherently exist, and that's why we don't need to look to something, Buddha is inside there, truly something we can look into finding. So that's also fixation and expectation. So let go that, and your Buddha is always there. Thank you.
Okay, we'll try Sherab again.
Yes.
Okay, Sherab,
Yep.
we've tried interpretation.
Okay. Khenpo, this person asked about the difference between Dzogchen and Mahamudra. Can you guide us to do a practice that integrates both Dzogchen and Mahamudra together?
Yes, so we already have this questions beginning. We talked a little bit already, I think. So Dzogchen Mahamudra, I cannot make differences. Only I can make just differences like our author very conceptual level, like different lineages. So in our actually practice is nothing different. We cannot find distinguishing between. When we meditate, actually, I think in the doesn't matter which instruction, Dzogchen or Mahamudra, is become when you meditate is oneness, not separate. Long as we have this distinguishing differences, then it's not meditating, not in the natural true, not true Mahamudra. So not true Mayaminka. Mayaminka, Mahamudra, Dzogchen, these three of them is inseparable conceptually. Then that is not true Dzogchen, that is not true Mahamudra, that is not true Mayaminka. That's why Jigten Songum mentioned very clearly in the Gonjik text. What he says, three of them, someone think is Dzogchen is greater than Mahamudra, or Mahamudra is more greater than Mayaminka. So then that is not three of them. So three of them must be beyond these concepts. Like no doorstep in be together, not separate. Thank you.
Marilyn, do you want to put me in?
Think you're in. Oh, back in.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
So I'm
Yeah,
waiting.
you're back. You're back.
So we have to finish, I think, Shirap's translating.
yeah, he's translating. Yeah.
So we have see in the zone has author and inner, maybe more secret somewhere there.
Lots of secrets. Ha ha ha.
So who knows that Shirap is finishing? Okay, he finished. Next question, any questions?
Debbie has her hand raised, Khenpo.
Oh, Debbie, hi.
I have one more question, Khenpo. Recently, I think I had a little bit of a realization about an obstacle that I've had, that it's luminosity. And maybe it's a problem as a Westerner and English speaker. But when I hear the word luminosity, I tend to associate it with light and radiance. And of course, that's physical. So it's not the nature of mind. But what I realized was, well, if you look at the darkness of space, you can have the sun over here and a planet over here, and the space is dark, but the light of the sun is reaching the planet and radiating. But the space is dark, but full of that potential to illuminate everything and anything. And is that more the experience of luminosity, the kind of emptiness, but just fullness of potential? Experientially, I find myself almost yearning towards that. And I'm not sure if that's right for practice.
I think, Debbie, hard to put in the label to, this is lemonade, this is not lemonade. It's very hard to label to explain.
Mm-hmm.
So something come from our own mind. It's first, clear, it's peaceful. I think then that's I think called lemonade, but not come from somewhere outside. Yeah. So it's hard to we put label to explain words. Must be come from our own experience. So the sometimes like author like physical kind of like support. If you have candles not in the front, like maybe side of your body, I mean, and then you in resting mind, not close eye, you seeing all this light clearly in the front. So that's sometimes like conviction. I mean, the auto level conviction helps the mind also like kind of inseparable that light. So fears like this author is not the luminosity, but there can be condition, something like recognize mind inseparable fear that space. Do you understand?
I do. Thank you. That's very helpful. Thank you,
Like
Rinpoche.
very in the close eye, and hard to have that connections. And it's very softly open the eye and resting, and then you have in the space is like kind of light, not seeing physically, but in the space is more light, and then mind is become inseparable, feels like that. Your mind also same like that light, right?
Yeah.
And that's the then mind is called luminous, I think. So foundation helps. I think that also we need for beginners. Support like that helps. If there, I think it's a good meditator really don't need any kind of the in the front or light or dark or close eye, open eye. I think doesn't matter.
Thank you, Khenpo. I aspire to that.
Thank you.
Should I just check with Sherab before, and then that might
Yes,
be.
mine is not the we have like light outside, but sometimes the outside light is supporting mind. It's become joining inseparable with that. Thank you. Yes, Shirab has any question?
Are you going to ask a question, Sherab, for the person in the chat room?
Okay, I'll ask for. Khenpo, I seldom studied theory about Buddhism, but I was being blessed by a guru. So due to his blessing, I have some realization, a little bit realization about the nature of my own mind. But after that, I lost confidence. I'm not confident enough about the nature of my own mind. What to do?
Shirab, can you say again, please?
Due to a guru's blessings, I've realized I have a little bit experience about the nature of my own mind. But after that, due to impermanence, although I read some Chinese translated text about Dec.10, it's not recommended by any guru. But after that, I somehow I'm not confident about my own realization.
Okay, so very similar Emma's question, right? Almost similar, but slightly different. Okay. So, what we have feeling. I mean, something like we think we recognize mind, but then it's gone, and harder to get back to that state. So that's everyone has that, I think, experience. Sometimes like we have good teacher and have devotion arise, and then we meditate, feels like recognize nature. Very happy, like always wanted to meditate, practice, then go back to in the worldly level, and then due to fixations, then due to all these worldly distractions, very hard to get back into the nature. And sometimes read too much book and thinking too much, right, intellectually, and also expectation to want to be in that state. So that's the reason then we cut harder to get into back to nature mind state. So the important is we have to, I think, cultivate, meditate, use, like I shared this supplication Tara prayer, and when you read this each sentence, like maybe not whole sentence, like only one, I mean, the one sentence you read first and then meditate, use that, instruction, log to mind, let go all the concepts, and then go to next sentence, use that instruction, meditate, like 1 hour, only one time supplication, Tara prayer read. Could be that helps become bring to again in the, natural states. And then you have habituated that again and again. So when you read one sentence, then naturally bring into natural ripa. So first we have to build that habituate. That's why I read only one sentence, and then look into my, I'm born, mother, dharma, dhartu means like mind. I'm born is emptiness. It's dharma, dhartu is no conceptual, no delusion, right? And then that is called Mother Tara, or that is called Buddha, or that is called our own natural Ripa. So be in that, meditate, let go of the concepts. So use these instructions, really helpful, I think. So that's my suggestion.
See if there's any
Shira?
more questions. Sherab, are there any more questions in your room?
No more.
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't see any now. Yeah.
So I guess we're done.
Okay, we're done then.
Yeah.
Good. So now we meditate.
那我现在稍微的采取一点哈。
So we can do, when we meditate, I don't say anything because you get also distraction. So you can focus with shamatha, meditate. You first, I think, focus with the object and then let go object. You can be mind breath. Then, slowly breath, your mind is inseparable. And then you just be in the state, look to be in the awareness, go to Vipassana with Mahamudra together. So that's we follow. Morning, wake up. Okay, so we have good, right? Meditation. Okay. So now we're going to do the dedication. Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malarepa, Dharma Lord Gambopa, Pamutropa, Lord Digomba, please be stopping us, most auspicious blessed our Kajulamas. By this virtue may achieve nations, by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, death, cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where it is humble, may it rise, and where it is humble, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities are purified and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri, the Vero realized the atomic state, and as did Samandabhada, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddhas who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the true or unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the divisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. But this virtue collected 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by any rule of virtue, may I all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious enlightenment. May the teachings of Guru Digomba Ranashiri, who is omniscient Lord of Dharma, Master of Interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of the samsara. Shi Zai Kun Zai Kun Jin Ji 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 Dem De Ne Lai Wan Dem De Gong Ba Ren Chin Bar Je Dem Ba Zin De Bar Xie Zhou De Zang Gong Ben Zin Jor Ji Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum Om Mani Padme Hum Om Mani Padme Hum Om Mani Padme Hum Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, everyone. Trashidele, have a good day.
Thanks, everyone.
Very much.
Everyone. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh,
Friday, we have a Manjushri empowerment.
感恩上师，
Saturday, Sunday, teaching practice.
扎西德勒。
Thank you, everyone.
You can go.
thanks, Khenpo.
Thanks, Khenpo.
Muchas gracias,
you.
Tachidele.
Great master.
Thank you.
Thank you, Orsanga.
Beautiful day.
Thank you, Khenpo Rinpoche.
Bye, everybody.
You can talk, everybody.
Thanks, Marilyn.
Bye. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
人过气。